Good morning, everyone. Please, everybody, if you can hear me, thumbs up. Okay. Sounds great. How is everything with everybody? My chat is open if you want to ask anything, if you want to mention anything, if you want to say anything, I would be more than happy to have that. And before starting by answering your questions about Schulich dentistry, I'm gonna first of all, again, introduce myself. Sina Jafari here. I took my AFK in February 2020. And then I applied for University of Toronto and University of Western Ontario. And I got into both. So first of all, I joined Schulich Dentistry ITD program last September, and 4 months later, I got my admission offer from IDAP, University of Toronto. So I decided to come to UFT because my family is here, and my life is based on Toronto, so I decided to come here. But I really enjoyed those 4 months in Schulich dentistry. Today, I'm gonna share some of my experiences with you, and hopefully you can see how amazing is this school. And if you get into this school, not only you're gonna be a Canadian dentist after that, you will have very, very good time. You will enjoy your life as well. So okay. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about a little bit about the campus of Schulich Dentistry, about the curriculum, about the facilities, about the community, about the education, and some about the fees and instruments. And just a quick hint for you guys, some of the information that I share with you today, they are so helpful for your interview, hopefully. So just pay attention to the things that I'm sharing with you, because especially when they ask you why you choose Schulich dentistry, there are something that nobody knows out of the school. And if somebody share those information with them in the interview, they're gonna be impressed that, wow, this student did the homework, and this student knows a lot about this school. So we love it. And so please pay attention to some of the informations that we share today before going to your questions. First of all, about the campus, as you can see, this is a beautiful, beautiful dental school, Schulich Dentistry. Actually, this photo was taken by myself. It was, I think, October. So as you know already, Schulich is medical and dental school together. So you can see that dental school is attached to medical school, and also they both are attached to university hospital. And there is a very huge building. Normally lower ground floors and also ground floor and floor 1 and 2 are for dentistry and for practice of dentistry, dental clinics, and the upper floors are just for research. We have the same things in UFT as well, but these things, if you know about them, you can also have better idea about the school. So when we go to the building, the lower ground floor is semi-clinic. which is a state of the art. I will talk about it more in next slide. Lower ground floor is the main entrance, and dental supply, student lounge, classrooms that, of course, right now classrooms are not useful anymore, so everything is online. But it used to be the place that we joined the classes and presentations. So this is about the lower ground, and also the ground level is the main clinic, which is for examination, treatment planning, cleanings, and perio clinics. And the first floor is also, again, main clinic for RCT and other procedures. Also, you have ortho department on first floor, radiology department. In second floor, you have surgery department, and the rest, which is not that important anymore for you to know about it now. These are the main information that you should know about the layout of the school, at least. And so if you see this, this is the main entrance. You're gonna enter the school from this entrance for your PLA course and PLA exam. For those of you who already joined the course or who you had the PLA exam, you know about this entrance. And we are going to the facilities. As I said, the lower ground is the SEM clinic. And this is a picture of me and two of my colleagues, ITD 2021 in main clinic, in semi-clinic. This semi-clinic is amazing. Believe me, when you join it, you can see you have everything here to learn dentistry. You have everything here to learn about Canadian standards, Canadian procedures. And this mannequin, as you can see in this picture, this mannequin is those mannequins that is gonna be used in next ACS exams as well. So you can see how updated is this semi-clinic. This is about one of the facilities. Another facility is GA Suite. GA Suite is one of a kind in Canadian dentistry. They have a suite that you can go and learn about general anesthesia in that, which is amazing. In not a lot of dental schools has this facility. So there is a good opportunity for dental students to learn about general anesthesia in this school as well, which is amazing. Other facility, which is very important in my opinion, is about the labs. So you have lots of dental labs. You're gonna do the lab works there. You have you have two labs in semi-clinic. One in the entrance, one at the end of the semi-clinic, and you're gonna do the lab procedures for your preclinical courses there. They are huge, and there are lots of good facilities there to learn about lab works. And most of you should know that lab works are so important in dentistry, because when you know the lab works, of course, you're not gonna do that in your practice, but when you know them, you can easily find the errors of the labs, and you can make communication efficiently with the labs. So this is very important for the students to learn about it. Also, there is another lab in main clinic for your prosto courses. And this is all about the facilities that I wanted to share with you today. These are the main things that students who wants to join the program should know about that. About the community. First of all, about this picture, these people that you're seeing, and this is me, this is ITD 2021. All of these sweet people were my colleagues, all of them are amazing people. I really enjoyed this, this program because of these people. And about the school, this school is known for having very friendly environment. When you join the school, everybody, from the dean of the school, Dr. Garcia, then ITD director, Dr. Santos, instructors, professors, everybody, as you may know some of them because of PLA course, Dr. Abbas Jesani, Dr. Arazu Manafi, Dr. Rigo, all of them are so nice. All of them are there to help you. And they look at you as their colleagues, not as their students. That's the best feeling a student can have, to learn more and more and more. And this friendly environment really helps you. It was so important for me. It made this time, although you have a lot to do, it would be so much fun. It would be so much fun. And you can have peace of mind that you are facing people who loves you, who are there for you, and they will support you whenever you want. So this is all about the community. About the education, you may know that Western University and Schulich Dentistry is known because of practical approach that they have. So I would say, based on my experience, they have one of the most successful practical programs in North America. So I believe that this is a good opportunity for internationally trained dentists, because you are already dentists. You know about the theories, you know about the concepts. So you need just to update your knowledge about Canadian standard dentistry, about Canadian procedure. And this place, I believe, is the best place to learn them. And of course, also it's in Ontario. So you also have the luxury to stay here in Ontario with your families, with your friends. And for those people who are out of the province, I think this would be a great opportunity to experience Ontario, and you can see how amazing this province is. So this is about the education. The main thing that you should know about the education is about practical approach that Schulich Dentistry has. I will tell you an example about the endo course. We had endo course. In endo course, they are teaching you the most recent technique for doing endo treatment, which is not for undergraduate students. That course, in my opinion, was exactly a grad program. So you learn to do the endos exactly same as endodontists. And the fact that Schulich Dentistry still doesn't have the endo program in a specialty programs, all of the endo cases are coming to DDS students, which is a great opportunity, great patient exposure. So this is one of the most important things that you should know about, and you should consider when you want to apply to schools, to know how is the patient exposure. Then we're gonna go to the fees and instruments. So based on the recent update, the fees for 3 years program, which is the ITD program in Western for internationally trained dentists, is gonna be around $210,000, which is not a problem, because you are gonna have $350,000 a student loan, professional student loan. So you can easily manage it, you can easily afford it. And the good thing about Western University is that London is a very cheap city to live. So I will tell you, I will share my experience that I had amazing place in London for 1900 rent. It was 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, a huge apartment. I really enjoyed it. Then I moved back to Toronto, and now I have 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom for 2,600. So you can see how different is the cost of living between Toronto and London. So this is also another opportunity for you to pay less. And this is about the fees. About the instruments, you're gonna have a kit. This kit is amazing. For those who knows about the Western kit, they know that everything in Western kit is the best one and the most expensive one. So you will have a kit, you really enjoy your work in dental school, and also you can keep it for your future in your practice if you want to have your personal practice. So these are about the instruments, and we don't have that much to talk about these things anymore. This is also another picture for all the guys in ITD 2021. And all of them are close friends for me. All of them are amazing people. And now then, what do you need to apply? So for apply to Schulich Dentistry, to have all of these good things, to become Canadian dentist in such an amazing school, you need to have AFK score. You need to pass the AFK score. It used to be important how much is your score in the AFK exam, but based on the recent update that I got from the ITD director, it wouldn't be that much important that how is your score in AFK from this year. And they are more focused on PLA. So you can see how important it is to be good in PLA, to be perfect in PLA. You don't need to have any single small error. And to be like that, you need to have most recent update. You need to know what they exactly looking for. So you need to have connection from the school. You need to know someone from the school to tell you what are those details. For example, in class 1, what is important for them? In class 3, what is important for them? Because the outline form and some of the criteria for class 3 is totally different in Western by other universities, by even ACS exam. So you need to know all of these things to be perfect. And they are so strict about those single details in PLA exam. And what happens after you apply? When you apply, you send your documents, your transcripts, AFK score, IELTS score, or TOEFL score. You're gonna get the invite for PLA course. And the PLA course is valid for 2 admission cycles, which in my experience, it's better to take this course seriously when you join it. So when you join the course, try to show them how you are serious about this course, how you are serious about this school. You are there to learn. You are there to find out your problems for the exam and get all the details. This is the approach that you should have in the PLA course. And after the PLA course, you're gonna have the PLA exam. So it used to be, it used to be like 80 people would be participated in PLA exam. This year, competition is higher and there are 100 people in this exam. So you can see that, the seats are still 20 seats, but competition is higher. So you need to be perfect in everything, in PLA, in interview, and in your approach. So after taking the exam, based on the PLA exam results, they're gonna invite 40 out of 100 for interviews. So they're gonna interview 40 candidates, and finally they're gonna accept 20 candidates out of those 40 people. And I'm sure that if you guys have the most recent update, have enough practice on those updates, and know what are the details that Western University, Schulich Dentistry is looking for, you can be among those 20 people. So this was the summary of the admission process. And as you can see, resume is also something that you should send. To be honest, for Schulich Dentistry, I think resume is important, but not as much as PLA is important. And then interview is super important, because in interview, they want to know you. They want to know your personality. So this is wrong to memorize the answers for interview question. You need to know how to show yourself to them. You need to know what they are looking for in a person that they want to accept in interviews. So then you need to manage your answers based on those criteria that they are looking for in interview, which we're gonna teach all of these with the most recent updates in our interview course to our candidates. And they can see after that how useful are these tips and tricks. And then I'm ready to answer your questions. My chat box is open. I'm ready to answer any of those questions if you still have any. Yeah, of course, Dr. Faisal, you can ask a question verbally. Why not? Dr. Faisal, can you hear me? Okay. Let me ask the host to unmute you. Okay, Dr. Faisal, and now it's gonna be solved. Just wait a moment. Okay, let's go to next question. Till that time, what exercises are included in PLA course? All the exercises that are gonna take place in the exam and PLA. I didn't get the question. PLA course at Western or PLA course in Confidentis? So Dr. Faisal, you can ask your question. Sorry.
Hi, Doctor. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Thank you. And first of all, congratulations for moving to U of T. That's awesome. Great news.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I just have a couple of basic questions when it comes to Western.
Sure. We are here for you.
Yeah, fortunately, I lived in London for about a year, many years back. So I've seen the campus, and it's beautiful, as you said.
Yeah.
And we can take numerous pictures we can take. It's not enough of the place.
Exactly. They have to go and see it. You know, everybody should go and see how beautiful is this campus. And it's so amazing. You know, I've seen a lot of campuses, lots of dental school. This school is amazing.
Yes. So coming back to a major factor for deciding about dental school,
Mhm.
you actually you answered it immediately in the beginning. I had that question. How
Sure.
is the practical experience compared to U of T? Because I believe U of T is mainly it's located in such a high populous area.
Mhm.
Did you have an issue where in Western you had to bring your own patients?
Not at all. Not at all. In Western, you have more than enough patient exposure. There are a lot of patients there, a lot of patients there. And uh, if I want to tell you, my experience, I have a close friend in ITD 2021, Dr. Mitton, uh, and he had, his son has a problem with one of his baby teeth. So we decided to, have consultation in a school in pedo department. And when we checked the schedule, you cannot believe that it was booked for 2 years.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
booked for 2 years. So
Wow.
you don't need to be worried about patient exposure. And Western is known for patient exposure. You will have a great patient exposure. Actually, UFD had problem with having patient for undergrad students because UFD has all of the dental specialties. So that's why most of the most of the complicated cases are going to grad departments, to specialty programs. That's why there were some patient exposure problem in UFD. Now it's solved because of the new satellite clinic in Bay Street. It's solved, but about the Western, it wasn't all. It was never a problem.
Thank you. Thank you for that answer. Just a couple of more questions, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So yes, and also for the PLA exam,
Mhm.
um, how long is the duration of the course? I think on the website it talks about a couple of months, 4 months or 6 months, right?
Course in Confidential or course in Western?
The Western
The
program.
Western, it's, it depends on, that this time because of COVID, there are lots of uncertainties. So normally it's going to be 3 months or 4 months.
Okay.
But last year it took 6 months because of COVID. So it depends, it really depends, but at least 3 to 4 months.
Okay. And yeah, like your experience with the interview, I'm just pretty curious. I don't know if you can share it. There could be confidentiality issues, but in general, like for candidates, what would you suggest that we work on before, like prepare
For
mentally?
interview,
Yeah.
of course, there are lots of tips and tricks that we're going to share it through our course. But when someone asks me about this, I would say only one sentence, which all the tips and tricks are coming from this. Be
Okay.
yourself and never, never memorize anything.
Yeah.
Because the moment that they feel you memorized your answers are not coming out from your heart,
Yeah.
that would be the moment that you're done. You're done for that year.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, this is what I wanted to know because I know it's the interview process is like genuinely they're trying to know you as a candidate, and
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
that's and like I've never spoken to anybody who's actually taken the interview, and you're the first guy telling me. So
Okay, it's
I'm
my pleasure. It's my pleasure. So just be
okay.
yourself and show them your personality. That's it. The problem, of what is the problem? Most of the candidates are, those ones who are really good for their school. They are well deserved for this program, but they can't show themselves to the interviewers. So you need to learn. So this was also my problem. I didn't know because I had no experience with interviews. So it took me a long time to learn how I can express myself to the interviewers. And
Absolutely.
this is a skills that you need to take.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Sina. And
You're welcome.
congratulations.
Thank you
Wish you
so
the
much.
best.
You're welcome. Hopefully see you soon in school.
See you.
See you. Okay, Dr. Shema, if it's Dr. Shema, I hope I'm saying your name in a correct way. Can I just read some of the questions and then I'll come to you? Sure. Okay, so from Dr. Delaram, what instruments should we buy for PLA? The instruments that you should buy for PLA course are exactly the instruments that you have in the exam. So if you want to get used to what is going on in the exam, you need to have same instruments. Otherwise, you're gonna have different experience in the exam, which is not good for you because you don't need to have even a single small error. So I believe that if you want to know about all of those instruments, contact Confidentials. We have a list of instruments and we will share it with you. What exercising are included in PLA course? I answered this. All those exercises are gonna happen in PLA exam. Can you describe how the PLA exam going to be the day of the exam? I mean, yeah, sure. Dr. Shima. Okay, Dr. Shima, in the day of the exam, you're gonna be there in the morning, normally 7:30. Then there is a check-in. You're gonna go to the SEM clinic. In SEM clinic, you're gonna have your first session, which is the preparation session. So you're gonna prepare one class one, two class one, sorry, one class three, sometimes one class five, sometimes no class five. So it depends on that year. But I am committed to teach my students all of these because we never know what would come in the exam. But I also try to get the updates from the school, but we try to cover everything to make sure our candidates are fully prepared for the exam. So this is the first session. The second session is the session that you need to restore those preparations. So between the sessions, evaluators, which are operative department instructors and professors like Dr. Jensen, like Dr. Jasani, like Dr. Rigo, or there are a lot of Dr. Manafi. There are lots of instructors and professors. Each year, different people are taking place to be evaluator. They're gonna evaluate your preparations between the sessions. Then they will mark your preparations, and in the second session, you have to restore them. One of the class ones, you have to restore them with amalgam, one of the class ones with composites, and the class 3 also with composite. Class 5 could be composite or amalgam. In PLA course, you're gonna have also practice for GI restorations, but in the exam, you wouldn't have GI. So you don't need to be worried about it. And after all of these, you need to place rubber dam. They give you a scenario that you have to place your rubber dam. Based on that, you will have between 20 to 30 minutes to put that rubber dam, which is a lot. In 30 minutes, you can put rubber dam for 10 times. So you wouldn't be in rush to place your rubber dam sheet. But the problem is that you have only 2 rubber dam sheet. So you can only put your rubber dam twice. And they are so strict about the rubber dam because they believe rubber dam is a very basic things that a dentist should know. So they, and believe me, their students, when you join the program, their students are professional in placing rubber dam. So you can see that how important is rubber dam for them. Also, there are some other hidden things that are important for PLA exam, and actually they are so important. And but I rather to just work on them with my students because they're bonus actually. Sorry about that. Of course, you can get it that why we have course. And now I'm gonna go to Dr. Shema. Dr. Shema, can you please ask your question?
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, Dr. Zahan. Thank you for for all the information.
You're welcome.
My question mainly is that because like I live in London, and so Western seems to be the better choice. Like everything is Western. Even I took a dental assistance program here in Westerveld, and we have to practice in Western. So I got to see the endo clinic. It's amazing, and the pedo and all the clinics. So, but for me, the PLA, like it's just a longer process. It's a whole extra year because you do the PLA and then you apply starting from the second. So I'm also trying to like my main the number one university is the University of Toronto. But like I want to like your opinion on that. Like is University of Toronto is obviously it is a big university and everything, but would you advise me to go there mainly like because of that extra year? And also in Western in the application there's a resume, so I can say like this should add to my resume like that I worked as a dental assistant. But in Toronto they have something called letter of extenuating circumstances. I don't even understand what that is. Is this something that I can include in that letter, or this is something different? Thank you.
You're welcome. So about the Western, definitely you should. If I missed any question, please ask it again. So about the Western, I believe that definitely you should put your dental experiences, Canadian dental experiences in the resume, and which is very important. So it's gonna be a bonus for you. In Toronto is also be a bonus, but as they don't ask for resumes, you can just write a letter and mention it in that letter, or you can put that experience in one of your answers for interview. So these are the things that we are teaching to our candidates, to how put in important things in interview answers. And then you can convey all of these information, all of these messages to interviewers and to admission committee easily, efficiently, and they will work for you. So in UFT, either write in that letter or say it in interview, but you have to know where to say it. And or if not, you can also send your resume. Normally they don't look at it, but it's up to you. I believe that that letter or in the interview, and the best one is interview, is enough for UFT. For Western, definitely say it in your resume. And was there any other question that I missed in your question?
I just wanted to like that year difference between.
So the Western is a 3 years program.
Yeah.
UFT is 2.5 years program. But if you get to them in 1 year, in the same year, I mean, for example, same as me, I got into both in 2021. So the graduation time would be the same, because in Western, you're gonna start the program in September. In UFT, you're gonna start the program in January. So the graduation time would be the same. The graduation time would be, for example, for me, the graduation time would be June 2024. Either I was staying in Western or now that I'm in UFT. So there is no difference. The only difference is that UFT is cheaper.
Yeah. But like for me, like, because if I do the PLA, don't I do the PLA only after I apply, and then they invite me for PLA? So the invitation, I mean, if I apply to both by next summer, summer of 2022, that's
Mhm.
what I mean by an extra year. I still have to prepare for the PLA and then apply for starting September of 2023 in Western. But
Mhm.
if I apply to U of T in the summer, I get to start in January of 2023. You know what I mean? That's why
Mhm.
for me it's like a year difference. But
I
is
would
that
I would suggest one
hmm,
thing.
I'm
One thing.
applying for both anyway? Yeah.
Yeah, no. I said, yeah, exactly. Don't miss any chance.
Mm-hmm.
Don't miss any chance. And you have to apply to all the universities right away. If you can apply now to any of those, apply. If you can't, just wait for the moment that you can apply and start to apply for everything. Because the most important thing now is to get into a school. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
for most of the people, UFT and Western are the first options because they are in Ontario. And as I experienced both of them, I would say that both of them are one of the best dental schools in the world. So it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But for other people, maybe other options are good. So you have to consider all of your options. It doesn't matter if you need to go to other cities for 2-3 years. At the end of the day, you're going to be Canadian dentist and you will come back to your city, or you never know. Maybe you love that place. Maybe you see that the job opportunities there is better and you would like to stay there. You never know. So I suggest you to apply for all of the universities if this is the route that you want to go through.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Sina.
You're welcome. Okay, and the next question is, if one is passing AFK in August 2022, so it's gonna be then, what should be the timeline to get into Schulich? You can based on the new deadline technically that they put for the program, if you take the AFK in August 2022, you can easily apply to the Schulich right away after your score. Or I know that if you ask them, sometimes it will help you to open your application and send your results after you get it. Is Schulich PLA course any good? A Schulich PLA course is good, but not to learn the procedure. Schulich PLA course is good to make your connections there, to show them you are serious about this school, to show them that how you love to learn from them, and to get the details that they want in the exam. Although it's hard, but you need to get the details in that course. So in that course, if you want to go there to learn the procedures and then ace the PLA exam, of course not, it's not enough. But it is the best way to get the details. So you need to go to other courses out of the school, improve your skills, get settled to those procedures, and then go and find out the details in Schulich PLA course. Hi, doctor. My question is, I am working as a dental assistant. Oh, Dr. Shema, I think same question. How are the 3 years of ITD distributed between semi-clinical and clinical work? So basically, this 3 years program, the first year, which would be the second year of regular students, you're gonna be in semi-clinic. You don't see any patients. You just work on the mannequins. Sometimes you go to clinic to work on your classmates for filling period charts or for anesthesia. Some these, examinations or some these basic procedures, but normally you don't see patients. From year 3, you start to go to clinic and visit the patients. You also have 1 and 2 other preclinical courses in postdoc in 3rd year, and in 4th year, you have only clinic to do. Hi, Dr. Congratulations. Thank you very much. My pleasure. Can you tell me more about the confidence course for PLA, boards PLA, and interview? Yes, Dr. Loveline. The PLA course in confidence, we believe that is the most comprehensive course in PLA because we have lots of experience in it. So we have all the 3 procedures, main procedures, class 1, class 3, class 5, both composite and amalgam, preparation and restoration, with all the details and updates that operative department of Schulich dentistry is looking for. And as we were among the team, we know all the details. So this is one bonus for our candidates. So they know to focus on which part. Other than that, we have rubber band placement. Other than that, we have another sessions for those hidden secrets that I said that they are so important. You might say that, no, maybe they're not that important, or someone who don't know, who doesn't know about the Schulich dentistry, they might say, no, just go and do these 3 procedures as good as possible, and that's it. No, it's not like that. Not only they are looking for dental skills, they are also looking for some other criteria in the candidates because they believe that they need to have real learners in the school. And this is part of the course that we teach you how to show them, how to manage this, and how to take care of every single details they are looking for. Even I would say one of the hidden things is that even the way that you put your hands on the handle of the light is important. And you can just know it when you get to a school. Then you will say, oh my God, this was one of the things that you were looking for. So you're gonna be surprised. All these details are among our courses. Then when we go to interview course, we are technically 3 people, me and Dr. Kushkaran Pano from UFD. So we have lots of interview experiences. Dr. Kushkaran Pano got into McGill and got into UFD. I got into Western and UFD. And Dr. Mitul, who is DDS student now in Alberta University. So we have lots of materials, lots of experiences, and we don't work on our candidates to make them memorize the exams. We teach them how to personalize their answers. You need to personalize their answer. Believe me, in interview session, for example, just imagine that you are the interviewers. You have to interview 40 people in 2-3 days. And what do you feel if you hear same answers again and again and again and again? You feel disappointed. You feel that, oh my God, these people are, are telling me same answers. So it's obvious that they went to the courses and they told them about the answers. It's not the way that you can ace the interview. It used to be, it's not anymore. So you need to personalize your answer. That's why you need to know how to do it. And this is what we teach our candidates in interview course. When does it start and for how long? So all these details are on the website. If you go to the course, you can see, but the start date is gonna be January 8th. And based on the most recent update, the end date would be in mid-March. But if a school decide to take the exam later than March 2020, 22nd, sorry, we would be more than happy to continue our course for the same price, so we don't charge people more, and up to the exam, because we are here to support our candidates to be as prepared as possible for the exam. And is there Confidentis PLA course, or only we do take it at Western? No, in Confidentis, we are offering a PLA course, and it's gonna be started in January 8th. It's gonna be, in my opinion, the most comprehensive course. And all the candidates who are joining the course can feel it when they join our course and when they go to the PLA course and when they take the exam. They can see that they wouldn't have any surprise in the day of the exam. In PLA course and Confidence, do you help us in resume writing? Of course, guys, you know, there is something that you should know about Confidentis and personally about me, that we are there for you to help you to get into a school. Believe me, guys, it will take a lot of time from me. You know that how UFD is tough, how UFD needs hard work, but I would be there for you. Although I have a lot to do for UFD, I would be there for you because I want to help my candidates. I want to help you to get into a school, because I had this time before. I was in the same situation that you are right now, and I know how important is this for you. And I know how it's enjoyable after you getting that admission, and how your life is gonna be changed after that. So don't worry, if I can do anything for my candidates to make their application, make their profile better and better, I would do it for sure. So how can we prepare then for Dr. Delaram? How can we prepare then for the PLA exam? I told you the best way is to go to a course out of the school. I believe our course, and then you go for the details and for making connections and for showing yourself off to the department, to the operative department of Schulich in PLA course at Western. Yes, Dr. Jenny. PLA course at Western is mandatory. Everybody should take it. And it will be effective, so it would be verified and approved for 2 admission cycles. With AFK score 80, should I apply for Western? Yeah, why not? We had AFK 80, 81 in our batch in ITD 2021. So, and as I said in the beginning of the webinar, the AFK score is not gonna be that much important anymore for Western. I don't want to say the value of the score is gonna be nothing, but it's not gonna be same as before. How is their interview type, in person or MMI or online? So in COVID, it was online, and but they really love to have in-person interview because they really want to make interaction, make communication with the candidates. So whenever they can, they would take interview person. And it always, for in Western, it was always about the panel interview. So they don't take MMI interview, but in the course, we would also work on MMI for our candidates to give them a better idea that in case if they wanted to ask one MMI question, so they wouldn't be stuck in the interview, and they can have better understanding how to manage that situation and how to answer that question. It's funny how people who have not even been admitted have the others to offer courses. Thank you for your effort. You're the best. Thank you so much, Dr. Delaram. In PLA course at Confidentist, do you help us in resume writing? I answered it. You answered that. With AFS, thank you so much, Doctor. I appreciate the tips. You're welcome, Dr. Faisal. Thank you very much, Doctor. So I think we don't have any more questions. And guys, it was such a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for your attention. And this nice picture was taken when we had celebration for our admission to Western, and these people are all of those who are in ITD 2021. All of them are my best friends. I like them, and I wish all of them the very bright future. And of course, they would have also wish you the same. And believe us, we are here to help you to get into your dream dental school. We are here to do whatever we can, and we don't care about anything else. At the end of the day, we want to have great results in your admission process. Thank you so much for all of your attentions, and I hope to see you guys soon in the course in January. Thank you so much.